moved up here with me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, as soon as I stopped.
Up here from?
Florida.
From Florida. Wow, that's a big change.
Yeah, and I wanted to, I know it's late and the museum's about to close and whatever, but I wanted to see,
Come on in.
Thank you. I wanted to see what events you guys had coming. I know you probably don't remember me. I remember you clearly. You look beautiful, by the way. I'm a psychic, and I came here quite a few times and had made some pretty cool videos here of my experiences and whatnot. And you guys had invited me to come back for Halloween that year during those time when people are making tours and whatnot.
It had been before we were here.
Yeah, we've only been here since October.
Yeah, I know I've seen you though. I've seen you.
You've seen me.
I've seen you.
To me
Yeah,
too,
I've
so.
seen you. But anyway, all that being said, I see lots of things have changed. Like Mr. Lee is not here anymore in this spot.
This place had a serious overhaul over the winter when I got here.
So are things not here anymore that were here, or?
Some of the stuff that was in here got put away or put into storage, and got other things out that had been put away in storage. Basically, what we were trying to do is get it back to the original 19th century significance of the fort.
Okay. I don't really know what that means, but.
Well, are you familiar with the story of the fort itself?
I was, but maybe what I learned is not accurate. I'd love to hear, what you have to say about that. I don't know.
Well, what I always tell folks when they get here, part of my introduction is we're here because this was the site of the first official U.S. military post east of the Cascades in the Oregon country. It was established in 1850 by U.S. mounted riflemen who were sent here to protect settlers coming over the Oregon Trail. In the early years of the fort, there were no more than a couple of companies of men, so they built a log structure for officers' quarters and a few other buildings. But settlers kept coming and kept coming and kept coming.
Yes.
And that caused more and more hostilities with the indigenous tribes that have lived in the region forever.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1856, the Army ordered George Wright and his 9th Infantry Regiment to establish its headquarters here. And then Fort Dallas was to be the supply base for forts being built farther upriver at Walla Walla and Simcoe.
George Wright.
George Wright, Colonel Wright Elementary down there is named after him.
Okay.
So suddenly there were several hundred men here living here. There was officers' wives, there were children, there were babies being born here. And so between 1856 and 58, the Army built a bunch of new buildings, including 4 of these very fancy Gothic revival style houses for officers and their families. So there was a very large commanding officer's house, a very large quartermaster's house, a big officer's duplex out here. You can still see a little of the foundation of that duplex out where those cut trees are. Unfortunately, those houses burnt down.
They all burn up, I know.
Yeah. And by 1867, the Army had decided they didn't really need this post anymore and they'd left. So
I know a lot of houses burned up because they built the fireplaces wrong.
That's what they think happened here too, yeah. So turn of the century, the ladies of the Cirrhosis Club petitioned Congress to have this last standing house turned over to them. They opened it as a museum in 1905, and it's been a museum ever since. Their thing, if you will, was, well, let me put it this way. When they first took over, the Army had already been gone for quite a while. So there really was not a lot of Army artifacts here. So what they wanted to do was commemorate basically Oregon pioneers and settlers who come over the Oregon Trail. And so they just started taking anything and everything the local folks wanted to bring over. And that continued for 100 years or more, all through the 20th century. And for a time, it got to be where there was so much stuff piled up in here you couldn't see through the windows, and it was being called Grandma's Attic. And 25 years or more ago, the commission and some of the people that were here started saying, hey, we've lost the original significance, we've lost the military history, we really need to get back to that. And so there actually at one point was talk about trying to make it look exactly the way it did when the first doctor, Dr. Brown, lived in it. That was probably never going to happen, and it didn't happen. But when I got here and started looking around, I have a background with the National Park Service. I've worked at 4 different National Park Service sites. I have a master's in history, particularly focused on 19th century. And I looked around and said, well, you know, you've got a lot of really interesting things here. If it's rearranged differently so that our interpretive focus is more on what you're talking about, the original significance of the place, that can be done. So basically everywhere you see where the walls are yellow in there, everything came off the walls. All the furniture got moved into the middle of the rooms. Painter
Yeah, I
came
see.
in and
I
painted
see you
it
got table
all.
in there and stuff.
Everything.
Is that the Arrowhead cabinet in there, or?
Well,
Is that
you
still
come
here?
up- You come in. What happened, I don't know if you remember before, but, when I got here, this cabinet was
Over there, yeah,
basically blocking that
side,
window.
made a U or something, yeah.
This cabinet was here.
Right.
The Shackelford desk was up against it, and there was another cabinet similar to that. It
Right,
wasn't
made a
quite-
U,
It wasn't
right.
quite that long, but it was over there.
Sure.
And then, there were wires
Brennan.
running across the floor.
Oh, it says you can touch? Okay,
Yeah,
you
can
scared
touch
me.
those, it's okay. So,
Kids are good, but that scared me.
so basically, we took the one cabinet out,
Uh-huh,
moved that one from there over to here, moved this one over to here.
sure.
And
It's really nice.
The goal was, I really wanted to try to make this look like the dining room that it originally was.
Sure.
And it just so happened that we had a table that was just in storage up there at the Anderson barn. So that worked out well.
Just perfect.
That worked out well. And this actually used to be in there.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually.
Yeah, there's
desk, but it
a
looks
small
like
room, right?
cabinet.
It was a little small room and the
No, it was around the corner in here.
yeah, this is where the hair was.
It used to be right here.
You still have the hair in here.
A few of them. There's some there and some here. There was a few that we put in storage. This area in here, you might remember, there were horns up in here.
Yes,
There was 2 old gambling machines.
I don't remember those, but
They were really cool, but they just didn't have anything to do with Fort Dallas.
sure.
And the doctors actually used to treat patients in this space, and so we felt, and they had already put most of this in here, which was very cool. And so,
Oh, look. So I'm holding this thing. It's an app that pulls things up, whatever, but that's a heart. And that's a surgeon or something working there with the heart and aorta right there. It's really funny.
So, the idea here was to focus on the doctors who actually lived here. Dr. Brown, who moved in here when it first
Yeah, I love
was
that.
built, and Alden Steele, who lived here from 1863 to 67. They lived here with their families. Talk
Dr.
about frontier
Joseph
medicine,
Bullock
military
Brown.
medicine.
Yes.
So again,
I love that you're doing that because when I came here, that was the thing that actually bothered me. And being a psychic, I don't know how to explain this. People don't, you may not even believe or acknowledge anything that I'm saying to you, but I've worked in surgery for 35 years, and when I was very drawn to this house, and I felt frustration from a doctor. I don't know how to explain that, but I felt frustration that, like maybe his words weren't being heard. I don't know how to explain that to you. And it doesn't matter to me if you believe me or not. I could care less. But
okay.
but the thing is that feeling that I had, that message that I was getting, it's not here. So I don't know. Something knows. Something acknowledges what you've done.
In here, again, we're just trying to get back to the original history of the fort. So everyone you see in here was stationed here at one time or another. And I'm trying to, put their
Oh, I love
individual
that.
stories up in here.
So people that are
Obviously-
connected to the property, not just random people.
Yeah, I don't
and
know if
random
you remember,
photos.
There's a really nice painting, 19th century painting. It was very large. It was up here. It was Chauncey Lockwood. And it was really cool, but he had absolutely nothing to do with Fort Dallas. And
Sure.
volunteers, people that worked here told me that people would come in here and go, so was that the commander? No, he didn't have anything. So he's in storage. Jordan and Ryder up in here. People
Brennan,
people
get off of that.
actually were
Oh, it
here.
says play me, okay.
So, yeah, that one's okay. We got, this is gonna change a little bit here shortly because there was a flag that was stored away for so long that people forgot that it was even here. And it was actually a
It didn't rot or anything, it's in good
very
shape,
large
wow.
It's a very large American flag that was hand sewn by ladies in the Dalles in 1868 to
Wow.
support Ulysses Grant for president.
That's
So
cool.
it's been at a conservator in Lake Oswego until just yesterday. We picked it up from her. She was done with it. It's down getting framed at Westwind.
Wow.
It's gonna go here. These are gonna get moved.
That's
probably
amazing.
here. I might move these over to here. So things are gonna move around a little bit again. I only had a few months to do all this so that we could get reopened in the spring, and there's things that I'm still hoping to do, trying to do.
Do you still have
Make it
like the
better.
caskets and stuff outside that went with the wagons and
They're
everything?
still in there. Yeah, I didn't do anything down there. All my work has been in here. You can come upstairs. Change
Come on,
things
boys.
a little
I
bit
don't want
up
you where I
here.
can't see you.
They're gonna be changing more.
Upstairs always seemed like a little bit of a mess to me.
Well, we're trying to fix that up a little bit. This bed actually used to be in here, but it had been shortened so that it was only about this long. And I'm told that people used to say, "Why is the bed so short? Why is the bed so short?" And so they had just taken it out of here and stored it. And I wanted to make this look more like the bedroom that it originally was.
Sure.
And
Look,
this-
guys.
This bed,
See the hay?
Yeah.
You can lay on hay.
this bed, it turns out, actually came from England in 1864 and came to Oregon in 1884. And as soon as I looked at it, I went, "That's a genuine bed," and it had the holes. I said, "That's a rope bed."
Yeah.
So we had one of our volunteers made new sideboards so that we could put it back together again.
That's awesome.
This is going to go back to St. Peter's Landmark. These two 1950s department store things are going to go.
Yeah. They're like
there's-
Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah, there's a wood dresser and mirror in the Anderson barn. It's not necessarily 19th century, but at least it kind of looks like it is.
Sure.
So this is going to be moved. That dresser's going to go here with the mirror. That cabinet's in the middle of the room there is going to come in here. So things are
Wow.
getting, worked around.
That makes me happy that I came here. I was really drawn here today, and I knew it was almost going to close. And I don't know. Something wanted me to come here today, so I came here anyway. And
There you go. So
I'm delighted because this is beautiful what you've done.
The goal basically was try to put things together in more definitive, interpretive displays and to, get back to telling that original story of why
Sure.
this place was here and who was here. And, a lot of ways, the reason this fort was here was to subjugate the native tribes in the region. That's why it was put here. So, I don't wanna, shy away from that, make it seem romantic,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it is what it is, right? All right, well, come on, boys. This room looks the same pretty much, I think. How I remember it anyway. I know I have videos of when I was here, but
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who put photos online on different review sites that I've looked at, and, the place has changed over the years. Different people have had different ideas about what it should be like,
right?
and I'm sure, after I go, they'll change it again.
But the idea of a museum is to demonstrate how things were at a certain time, and that's not how it was, so. What? Oh, yeah. That's how they were. Changed a little bit since then, right?
They used to look like that. There was nothing in the middle of the fork.
Oh, they used to look like that. That's bent. It wasn't exactly like that. It did still look like a fork, you know what I mean? But the little teeth are bent. Wow. While I was looking at this photo popped up on my phone. Look. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
While I was looking at that
It looks
photo.
like Mount Hood.
It is Mount Hood.
Whoa.
See? Mount Hood from the Dalles, Oregon.
It looks like it's all covered in snow.
Yeah, it might have been at the time. What?
I like a doll.
Yeah, it's called a walking doll.
Oh. Is it still walking?
And, I mean, it never actually walked, but it's a walking doll. And she's very pretty. And she's old,
He is.
right? Very pretty. Do you know if that photo on the wall in the bedroom of the little girl, do you know if that's Mabel?
Is who?
Do you know the name of that child on that photo?
I don't know who that is.
All right, boys, let's go.
Gotta be careful.
Come on, Odie. Get your hands off the wall running.
Okay.
That's what the handrail's for. Go, man.
Yeah,
What is your problem?
don't fall. That's the important part.
Go. I'm glad I'm recording this because your father's not going to believe that you were terrified to go downstairs. Oh, you must have dirt in your shoes. Maybe not. Maybe that's just how it was. I'm gonna bring my son back. My son's out in the car, but he was in the hospital and just got out last night. And it's not a big deal. He has a